Point to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead. Dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Mason Eagle, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkie. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.
Get this mic on because somebody back there tripping.
I mean, she doing all that laughing.
Yo,
She all giggly.
messing up some stuff back
She
there.
feeling good inside.
It's the Crush Man.
We know what she did while Irma was down.
Dang. Are we on YouTube?
She was on the
Facebook?
She was at the bar.
Hey man, welcome to the show. You listen to the Double Sports Show Radio. It's your boy E Glaze.
The only one that's a rock.
Yes, yeah. I don't know what she been thinking. Man, I just don't know what's going on. 801, she coming
Man,
with
look,
hair different.
For somebody who had connectivity, it never lost power.
Okay, man, let's get it back on. Let's get it back on.
Let's go.
I'm your humble co-host, Steve Glaze. And this is with man Maceo Hurd. What's happening, Hurd?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Coming in with this Rastafari hairstyle. Wendy, what's happening, Wendy?
You can tell they were bored at the house.
Yeah, somebody did some hair.
They were playing. You just
It's
did.
wet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I mean, it ain't like you didn't have no power. You had plenty of power.
Yeah, he kind of salty everybody who had power.
I'm salty with everybody who had power.
3/4 of us in here had
I'm
power
complaining
with
no
it.
power because Fairwood not open tomorrow. Because that's the school behind my house and they don't have no power, so I don't have no power either. That means I can't go to work.
Girl,
Is it gonna
stop.
work?
Girl, stop.
Here she go.
It was try though.
We tried.
Get your headphones, man.
I don't need to hear myself.
We got documentation that say she had power. Remember
Yeah, oh yeah. She bragged about it.
She bragged different. Anyway, man, we got a great show for you guys. Before we do that, man, we got to call the Maceo.
Hey, Carla, what you crushing on?
Yeah, Maceo Glaze, man, I'm crushing on Sloan Stephens.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, Sloan got that check.
3.7 mil. U.S. Open
She
champion.
handled her business, man. We can watch her be a champion for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24 years old.
Or until Serena snap back.
Right.
I can't wait to see that.
Cause
Man, I
once
think Serena
Serena
gonna
snap
snap back, man, but you know, I think we're gonna be able to watch Sloan for the next 15 years.
Oh, okay. We gonna see.
I don't
Mike.
think we got 15 more years of Serena.
Nah, we don't have 15 more years.
Serena
with
got about 4 or
Serena,
5
nah.
years left, Mike.
But Mike, do you have power yet?
I still on the Georgia no power team.
Wow.
I stay at Mike's house. No, I can't go to work tomorrow.
Wow.
Really, Mike? They still ain't got you no power?
So
That's
I'm
tough,
gonna have
Mike.
to play that He-Man video when I finally get my power back. So I had the power now.
All your groceries bad, Mike. All your groceries bad.
Oh man, I plan to go grocery shopping again whenever my power come back on and on.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Hey,
tough, man.
Hey, man, Mike. Hope we get that power back on, man. Thanks for listening to
We
your boys
praying
as
for
always,
you, Mike. We
man.
praying for you, man.
That's what,
Stay in the car.
All
Keep
right,
charging up your devices, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
All right.
What number did Mike call us at?
Mike call the show at 678-613-5857.
Hit him with a quick few topics what we got for today, man.
Man, so much we're going to talk about today, man. Again, guys sending us information to our mailbag. We're going to talk about that. Do stars really matter, and how much stock should we put in the stars? I got some numbers, man. It's going to make y'all head spin when we talk about recruiting and numbers. Wendy going to explain to everybody why APR is so important.
APR.
Yeah, I mean, if you had, listen, they've been talking about these letters. You got to know about this, because if you don't, then, you know, you in the dog.
We're not talking about annual percentage rate, but keep it going.
No, not
at all,
that,
not
man.
at
And
all.
then a topic we were supposed to talk about last week, but we didn't. Read all the fine print
Oh, man.
in your LOI. Because you might think you signed a full scholarship.
That's
It
why
might
they
not
said
be a
there
full
early,
scholarship.
You gotta read through it.
You got to read
actually
through
had-
everything.
You know, Battle said that he thought he had a full.
Right.
And he found out he had no full ride. We were giving it.
Right.
We eating that aid that you get. No
Right. So we're going to go deep into that, man, because, again, parents, you don't want to get to the registration line and then, you shooting bad.
The question intro brought to you by Hard Work Apparel. Hard Work is designed to unlock the psychological elements of drive, desire, and determination. That's that 3D effect which is necessary to push the body mind to its optimal level of performance. Once you wear hard work, you will subliminally feel obligated to work at a high level. Please visit www.hardwork.com for more information. Make sure what's the motto?
Hard work ain't easy, baby.
I hope our producer's ready, because hard work ain't easy. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Viola Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids. But we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them,
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over.
As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
we'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
Hot topics.
We're going to the hot topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dance. If your smile is becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dance has been practicing dentistry for over 16 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190, complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. That's 678-836-2118. Maceo, holla at us, man. What we got today, man?
So our hot topic today is simply, is it time to stop putting so much stock into the star system in recruiting? And I'm not going to single out kids. I kind of did it, and I shouldn't have done that this weekend. But I think fan bases get so irritated because they read about these kids and they read about the recruiting classes every year. And when they hear that we got a 5-star, we got a top class, we got this and we got that, they expect that to mean wins. Now, you know, Glaze, I've always said I feel like we have to wait till these kids get on campus before we can assess really how good they are. So last year's recruiting class, the top recruiting class, the top 10 last year, so you had 10 Michigan, 9 Ole Miss, 8 Clemson, 7 LSU, 6 Auburn, 5 FSU, 4 Georgia, 3 USC, 2 Ohio State, and at number 1 is Alabama. Out of those top 10, really and truly, honestly, how many do you think, looking at what they have, can win the national championship, can get into the playoff system?
Maybe 3 or 4.
That's what I was going to say.
At the most.
Maybe 3 or 4. Okay, and then since y'all math mates, I dug even deeper. So, in the last 5 years, on average.
You know I've been off work for the past couple days.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay.
That's why I did this for y'all. The top 5 recruiting class in the last 5 years, top 5, last 5 years, UGA is 5, 4 is LSU, 3 FSU, 2 Ohio State, 1 Alabama.
Who was 3 again? That was LSU, right?
Number 3 was FSU.
Oh, FSU.
4 was LSU. How close is LSU really to winning a national championship?
They can't get a quarterback.
Not close at all. When you look at UGA, how close is UGA to win the national championship? Honestly.
No. And that's the big thing is you can get as many as you want.
Right.
But if they ain't doing what you want, because the school that you never mentioned yet is Clemson.
Right.
And they're the ones who get who they need to fit their system. And that's the thing. as much as Nick Saban talks, it's like they almost try to 5-star for what Nick gets.
Right.
If Alabama like you, then you might be a big-time recruit, which is not fair. It's like you say, though. A lot of these, you can get as many as you want, but until they get on the campus and handle an actual college atmosphere,
right,
college coaching, players who are their size,
right,
that's when you get to know what type of talent you got, and that's the big difference. That's why we say, Dabo, you haven't named Clemson yet.
Right.
And he's still always winning, and he's got a title in the last few years.
He has a title in the last few years. And think about one of our kids, Wendy and DeAndre.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what DeAndre was coming out of high school, and to most people, you were like, he's a can't-miss kid. Right. It took him to this year to start at Georgia.
Which, angers me. But I'll keep that topic for another day, that part of my anger. But yeah, you're right. I mean, he was at the Army Bowl.
All of that.
Like ESPN at the school the day of him and his counterpart that went to Auburn, Montavious Atkinson. And like you said, until his senior year.
And I think when fan bases and people, again, like I was talking about the kid from Notre Dame, mm-hmm. You can't tell me that he was one of the top quarterbacks coming. Like, you can't tell me it's not that many more kids better than that kid.
When we come back, I want to ask this, though, and this is about DeAndre. Uh-huh. What was his – y'all catch us up on what was his star, and why did he end up going to Georgia?
We'll talk about it.
When we come back. Maybe we won't. We'll be right back.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're not the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We could share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
This is Judge Hatchett, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Oh, keep your head up. Oh. Wait for that other song to get out of there. We back, man. and before we left, make sure I brought up a good point, because the star system has got people, it actually gets teams and fans losing their mind.
It's getting coaches fired.
Yeah, and you've got to, we talked about it, and let's be real, one of the big ones, Mark Richt would always have a great recruiting class.
Had a great recruiting class year after year.
But they would never win in anything. They would lose 2 or 3 games a year. And Alabama would win some of and they'd be right up in there. We're talking about a young guy, like I said, we don't, just to let everybody know, we don't dog people's decision. It was his decision. It's what he made.
Oh, without a doubt.
But when he decided to make that, what was his star ranking at that time?
DeAndre was a 4-star kid.
4-star kid.
Coming out of high school. Yeah.
So he was
I didn't
4.
keep up with this.
Yeah, played.
I know you don't keep up, but
played
I
in the Army All-American game.
Yeah, I went to the game.
Highly decorated kid.
You know, you go. Anyway, that's not
I support my children. Let me tell you, I support my children. That's what I will
You
tell
be a
you.
lot of places. I'm just
Highly decorated
Kids.
kid. She was over there rolling with the Tide this weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
we'll
saying.
get into that later also.
I support my children.
somehow
And my
she-
boys showed out at that game. I just want y'all to know. I want to put that out there.
Fresno State.
14 tackles, 7 solo, and 1
I
sack.
ain't wearing a single digit. So
Yeah,
They bought that number out of retirement for that boy to wear.
He kind of dope with that. Kinda dope with that.
Yeah.
But as he went to Fresno, now he's shining, which is a good comparison. It's a great comparison.
I think that school choice matters. And I definitely think that you have to do way more. I mean, you know, we talk about doing the research, but I think that there's just so much that goes into that research. And that I think sometimes we even skim the level of what kind of research needs to be done. We tell them, but do you really understand what you're looking for when you're looking for these things? But, I mean, again, all coaches are hustlers.
Oh, without a doubt.
So every recruiting coach that comes out to talk to you, because they are part of that staff, they are a coach. They are hustlers. They come out to recruit you and convince you that their school is the best.
The best for you. But it goes back to what you say a lot of times, because the kid ultimately has the power, because the kid has to make that decision, and that's why
Most
parents,
of the time.
right? You have to really dive into this thing, because that bad decision can have you, like I said, man, sitting the bench 4 or 5. That's not why you went to school.
What's the kid name at Fresno State that your kid?
Jeffrey Allison.
He's a what?
He's a sophomore.
So as a sophomore, he played against Alabama.
Right.
14 tackles.
He's been since for the first 2 games. He's been a defensive player. Mm-hmm.
So okay, I just
he went to a school
that needed
that.
And you know what I told him after the game when we stood out and talked to him? I said, you did what you were supposed to do versus Alabama. That's what I wanted him to understand.
Yeah.
You know what? He got hurt last year, had to have surgery, set out spring, came back, and is balling right now. And I told him, you did what you, because every time we were sitting there, Jeffrey Ellis, I was like, and you doing what you're supposed to be doing, baby.
He picked a school
where
he could go play.
Where he fit in.
Where he fit.
Where he fit and fit him.
Right.
He's doing great in school. He's gotten awards already for academics. He out there doing it.
So let me just ask this. I know you don't know this, but what was it, a 2-star, 3-star?
Might have been a 2 or 3. We might can look. I probably can find out when we're sitting here.
What were his choices?
You know, I don't even remember. Is that bad?
No, it's not bad.
I mean, you know,
because he clearly chose right.
He chose the right school.
Because he chose right.
Remember. But he did have a good number of choices. I would say that he wasn't like 2 schools or 1 school.
Okay, so he had a really nice.
He had and actually somebody said something on Twitter and retweeted. Remember, I tried to get this guy.
It's fine, but we'll keep it going.
Wow. Yeah.
But you know what makes, because it goes back to what we always talk about. He took a chance to go to Fresno State too.
He went
to California.
He went cross country.
And now I guarantee you, knock on wood, this is wood. I think Prime pay for wood. If he make a play like this as a sophomore, 14 tackles Alabama.
Listen,
this kid is setting up his future.
He's putting himself in a good situation. One, to get recognized, because you have to be on the field to get recognized.
That's one.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do it being 4th, 5th string. Like, you know, nobody. Yeah, you practice squad, but will you ever graduate from practice squad? We know plenty practice squad All-Americans. Yeah. We do. Yeah, I mean, but they never make plays when it count, and that's when the lights on.
Trying to tell you.
And that's why, even though the other guy we were talking about, even though he's playing this year, he got to have a hell of a year.
And the thing is, he has done some standout stuff. I mean, like, he had a great block on a field goal. Like, he's had some standout things that were done, but I don't think that they have put him in the position for him to shine either. So whether that be because of what goes on in practice, like, I don't know, because I'm not there for all of that. So there's something that is equating to not being the man. Has to be, right?
Yeah,
and that's how it works.
But that depth chart, it's the depth chart down there.
It's a big depth chart.
But there's some studs down there.
There you go then.
Hey, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Woot, it is.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. I want to be a warm place on a cold day.
I want to be a football
I want to be
stadium.
a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior task and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Hey, in the house, what you say now? Sensation Station Network live with the Crush Sports Talk Radio Show. I am Derek Fraser. I'm with Big Emmanuel tonight. Y'all can forget about it.
I'm just trying to get on Wendy's schedule.
Done it all.
We out this thing.
Hey, I see. We back, man. We just had a great conversation about stars, man. But we got to talk about something else to make sure. Before we go there, man, just listen. Don't let family choose your school.
Because after they drop you off, they gone.
They are done.
They named that on the depth chart.
You have to deal with all of that. If you don't like them, you got to deal with it.
Your uncle named that on the depth chart.
And it never will be.
At all.
Hey, what you got, Mason?
Hey, man, so this is from the Crush mailbag. Dear Crush, I'm a 5'10", 159-pound cornerback with a 2.7 GPA and 19 ACT. I'm not getting many looks. What should I be doing? What should I be doing?
Start Wendy on that one. Because I've had this conversation with many 5'10" cornerbacks.
You're right.
I'm trying, you know how you try and formulate your words.
Right. Now, man, we keep it real. Tell it. Talk to him.
Okay, it's a couple things. What type of school? You're not getting any looks, but what kind of schools are you looking for to look at you?
Okay,
number one.
That's number one.
Number one.
So what I'm going to say about that is the type of schools that you may be looking for are not the schools that are for you. So maybe you feel like you're not getting any looks because maybe you feel like you're not getting looks from where you want to get them from.
Change your expectation.
Right, change your expectation. That's number one. Number two, you need to take that ACT again, and you need to get your GPA up. So hopefully, at the end of this year, you'll have at least a 3.0 because that does matter. And if you are D2 material, okay. So they don't always have fulls, and so some of that is a partial, which means that some of it comes academic.
Right.
So you're gonna need to get your GPA up so that you can qualify for the money academically to make that to try and get you a full scholarship, which we were gonna talk about later, because you don't want to end up with a partial and your parents end up having coming out of pocket for some of that money.
You gotta fill out that paperwork.
So that's number two, and then number three, I think you need to be realistic about who you are and the player that you are. I don't know this kid. I don't know anything about him. We don't have a name, or I don't have a name at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna forward the rest of the information.
Macy, I may have it. But what I'm thinking is you have to be realistic about who you are and what type of player you are. Size does matter. Eye test, we talked about that many times before on here, and at 5'10", and depending on what type of school you're trying to go to, a lot of those kids are over 6 feet.
They are. Talk about it, Glaze.
And that's the biggest thing, man. I would love to know what schools are you trying to go to.
Yeah,
because
what the kid says, he's a lock. Coach, I'm a lockdown corner.
And that's all good, but you ain't getting the looks right now. So you got to control what you can control.
And he says also he was like, every school we play, I play that best receiver. They're not getting catches. So the thing I say outside of getting your grades up, you got to get that GPA up. Keep making plays.
Keep making plays.
Because this is the thing. September 1st, the floodgates open back up.
Yep.
If nobody contacted you,
you ain't making plays.
Baby.
Then what you have to do is take more control of your recruiting process.
And that's my next thing. Okay, who are you waiting on?
Yeah.
You wait for somebody else to do it for you?
That's the first thing.
I didn't even get to that part.
Yeah.
Stop waiting on people.
If you wait for people to get you out there, it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
Who have you reached out to?
That's the biggest thing.
That's the
Get
biggest
somebody
thing.
else to look at your film.
And the one thing I want to tell all kids, and I had to tell the kid, is quit waiting for your coach. I mean, a lot of coaches say they should do that, but if your coach ain't doing it, guess what? And your letters ain't coming in the mail, and ain't nobody calling you. It's September 13th right now.
And this is your senior season.
You need to get crunk.
You need to get on the phone.
You need to be calling, emailing, getting film out, talking to people, because it's up to you, bro. And don't be, trust me, there's a guy in Chicago right now who just ran for 120 yards against the Falcons, who only had one school.
One offer. And
we're not saying everybody going to the league, but if you got talent, they will come get you.
Yeah.
Find you a fit.
Right.
Because we're going to fit this commercial in right now. We'll be right back.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ. And He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Yo, it's your boy Michael McFadden. If you hear my voice right now, that means you're tuned in to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Shout out to them Cowboys. Not for real. Maceo Glaze, what up?
Tell when it's Monday or Wednesday, cause this song play. That Lee, I'm just messing with you, Lee.
That's our jam.
That's our jam right there.
Right now.
Let's go.
Hey, so real quick, mate. So I think number one thing we would tell the kid: get your grades up.
Yeah, get the test score.
Get the grade and test
Yeah,
score.
get the test
If you know.
Because you want to give yourself every opportunity. You
Yeah.
don't want
Right,
anybody to be
right.
able to say, hey, we can't give you a full, or we can only give you this because da-da-da. You want to give yourself every opportunity to max out all your money.
Yeah. And you know, the biggest part of this, too, is, you know, you got to do it. We talked about the classroom, but you got to do it on the field also. Right. And, you know, this was a great week for kids not in school with us. Man, people sending me highlight tapes left and right. I was getting tagged in highlights left and right. And the thing I tried to get this young man to understand was, you know, where's the footage?
Yeah.
Because that's what college ultimately they're going to want to see, that your footage got to match this and match that. And again, it's somewhere for you to play. You know, the little clip that I did see, nice feet. He's around the ball.
Yeah.
You know, as for DBs, they want to see you get your hand on the ball. They want to see you break up passes. They want to always see you there. Are you in position to make the play?
Because I know a kid who's actually shorter than this kid. But his dad is really involved. He got the grades and everything, and he's getting looks because he's in control of his film. He's in control of his work, and he does play corner, but he plays the big receiver. But you see the film work,
right?
So he's controlling his. He's not waiting.
I can't understand why a parent, again, will sit around and wait on the coach so they can blame the coach when they control, really and truly, they control so much of this process.
And that's the thing. I mean, that's the biggest thing we hope that the kid gets is it'll be. I know you think everybody should come to you, but it don't work that way, man.
Again, and that's what I said. So September 1st is when recruiters could officially start contacting kids again. If you didn't get just all the mail, you've seen the post.
We've seen a lot of mail.
Everybody the mail, and you in the school building. The mail comes to the AD. Yeah. If mail not stacked up in a specific spot wherever coaches have the mail, then you got work to do. And again, that's fine because 99% of kids are gonna have to really work the recruiting process.
Let me just say this, Mace. I didn't get mail.
and that's fine because you got a degree. Yeah, I got college ball.
But I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. Cause I used to remember when I was going to school. I'm sure you got mail though.
But our coach used to hold our mail. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's a whole nother story.
No, but mine, that sounds like some problem.
That's a whole nother story.
But I didn't get mail, so I used to see my kid. They walking around with all these letters. I'm like, man, that look good in your hand, bro. But hey,
like today on NFL, if you guys get a chance to see the special on NFL Network about the Elite 11, and
I gotta check it out.
Trevor Lawrence, so they got tubs, like just tubs. So it's every school in America. But again, that's not everybody's recruiting process. Like that was 32 kids that got invited to the Elite 11 quarterback. It's again millions of quarterbacks. Right. Only 32 got picked. So again, less than 0.1%. That's their recruiting process. That's not your recruiting process.
So, and one thing I want to say too is make sure. I know he mentioned he has a 19 on the ACT, but he needs to make sure his sum score adds up properly because he's got to have a 61, and it should. I think with a 19, he should be okay. But just FYI, and if he takes it again, remember they're going to sum your highest.
The highest score.
And so that's another thing to think about for him. And then I would even say to start reaching out to some of these schools that
reach out,
because this is the thing. I know kids they got recruited after signing day,
right,
and went to a Tuskegee,
right,
and are not paying any money,
right.
So the money is still there. Don't get discouraged now. Don't stop playing ball. Don't stop working hard.
Right.
Don't stop doing your work because the opportunity is it could very well still be there for you. You just got to make the best of the moment and keep working.
And I would tell that kid, if you haven't touched every school in Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, and Alabama, you ain't doing that work.
I'd probably say Tennessee too. Hit Tennessee
That's right there too.
You hit those states. All up the coast.
Because you got UT Chat. You got a lot of
if
schools
you ain't hit every
that are
school
in good
yet,
proximity.
Right. You ain't hitting every school.
Right.
We'll be right back, man. Stay with us.
Health is at stake. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, inflammation, and joint pain, even weight loss. It's time to end your battle. The Abundant Life Movement is dedicated to the building of generational health by transforming your water with the power of alkaline to improve hydration and fight against acidic and unhealthy conditions in the body. Here's a testimonial from Linda Rogers Brown and Pamela McMillan.
2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had no pain and no symptoms associated with that illness. It's a silent killer. I was introduced to Extreme X2O alkaline water, and within 2 days of drinking it, I was off all my pain medicine, and now we're 6 years strong, no chemo, no radiation, no cancer.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor. I was born with thyroid cancer. By being on the alkaline products allowed me to be able to cope currently with colon cancer. Now I'm able to function and be more mobile within 3 days of being on the product.
Extreme X2O, when the water you're drinking is damaging your health. Extreme X2O. For more info, AbundantLifeMovement.com or call 910-527-2260.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
I'm Nicole Carr with Channel 2 Action News, and you're listening to The Crush on the Sensation Station Network.
And we're back. Recruiting 101, the process. Every Wednesday, man, we do this to try to help parents get an understanding of this recruiting process and how much of this process that they need to take into their own hands. Let's stop waiting around on coaches. Let's stop talking about who didn't help me. This is your process. Take care of yourself. Our next topic, Wendy, and it kind of ties into what we were just talking about before. Athletes, how much work are you really doing on your craft to get you to the next level?
Man, you know what? I tell everybody, if you're not working, somebody else is.
Somebody outworking you.
That's really what it boils down to now, with the availability of trainers and specialty trainers and just, trainers in practice and, your weightlifting. Even in your schoolwork, somebody is outworking you. If you are being lazy about something, whatever it is, be it athletically or academically, somebody outworking you.
Right.
And that is the person that's going to get the opportunity because you slacked off.
Right. And I was telling everybody earlier, I just finished up our guy Tyrone Poole. His book is called Ultimate Success in the Game of Life. And in his book, he details how a guy who got kicked off his high school football team his senior season. No recruiting process. Ended up at Fort Valley, dual scholarship. Got drafted in the first round of the NFL. And one of the things he talks about in his book is how he made sure nobody outworked him. He always was somewhere working. And I just think so many times our kids don't understand. Listen, it's always work to be done.
I wonder how many kids during this storm worked. How many really ate, really did something?
Right. Who decided, oh, man, we got a couple of days off and didn't get anything done?
Because there's still games on Friday, right?
It's going to show Friday.
People
playing Friday.
We're still playing Friday. And, some people still are not back in school. DeKalb County is not back.
Right.
So who working now?
Right.
If you ain't doing something in your house, you ain't sweating, you ain't doing something to make
Besides drinking up all the Kool-Aid.
If your mama said all he did was eat.
Sucking up all the air.
Yeah.
People out there hurt
did you go outside and get some kind of running in?
Because some of us, even if your power was out, it was a nice day today.
It was.
Beautiful. I wouldn't have got mine in today.
Some track, something, and got it in today.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, you ain't worried about your craft then. Yeah. Because I don't want to see, I got cramps, I wouldn't this. No excuse. Right. There's somebody out there working.
I always, and I did this a lot when I coached. I always would just look at the other team all the time. And like I said, I always look at arms, look at thighs, look at calves. Because you could tell the kids who were really working.
BMA show, we went to a game last year. We won't say what. But we saw the two teams on the field.
Y'all crazy. I already know what y'all talking about.
And we said, we know who winning this game.
We already know who win this game. Right.
We didn't even look long.
The game didn't even start.
No, we already know who's going to win that game.
We looked at those kids, and we looked at these kids, and we said, these kids going to win. Because they are bigger, stronger, faster than those kids.
Just saw a difference.
Yeah.
That's how it is, man.
And I just wonder, like I say, if you get a chance, people, go get this book, Ultimate Success in the Game of Life. Tyrone Poole is a 5'8" on a good day. On a good day.
You look at our pictures together, we are tall.
A 5'8" cornerback who I played against him for 4 years. And I'm going to tell you, one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
And getting to talk to him more and get to understand, listen, he never let nobody outwork him. Guys were partying, going to hang out. He went and ordered some jumping shoes. Yeah. And he was going to make up drills. That's what he was doing.
And I was at some of us was at a game, maybe all of us was at a game this Friday, and I wanted to talk to so many of those kids after the game and say, do you work on your craft? Is this really what you want to do with all this talent and size that I see?
I mean, and you know, again, not calling a kid to the carpet. the quarterback at Langston Hughes.
Yeah.
His frame alone
looks great out there. He's got the
if
size.
he would just do something else with his frame, if he would just go dedicate himself to the weight room. Listen, schools will knock down his door just because his size.
We're gonna do some off-air talk to somebody in here about that kid.
Man, like
that's the very first we saw. When I looked,
listen,
I like,
he
whoa.
stands out.
I was like, who is this kid?
Listen, even talking to the Mays coaches after the game, talking to Hood Saturday, Hood was just like, man, that's a big old boy right there. Hey, man, boy, he need to go do some work.
Hey,
woo!
I don't know what you just changed the music to.
God bless that kid, though.
We'll be right back.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Gene's Body Tech.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
This is big business. This is the American way.
Sensation Station Network.
See ya.
Hey, man, we're back. One thing I like about recruiting is you find things out about certain players. You be like, really?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You be like, whoa. Hey, man, this is Recruiting 101, and I hope y'all take it note, because the one thing we try to get through with this show, a lot of it is on you.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing. And a lot of people, like, some of the hardest things we hear, that's why we spend so much time on the Mace, is when you see a kid 5-6 years later.
Right.
Who didn't take advantage of the opportunity.
Right. Right.
Because then they start, and what makes me mad, and I know you got another topic, but what makes me mad when they go to, well, coach didn't do this for me. Coach ain't do it for you. Come on, man. What you got next for him, Mace?
Hey, man, so our next topic, and this kind of rubbed me the wrong way the last couple of days, too, and I wanted to make a point of this. Players, please have an adult or your coaching staff or someone knowledgeable of the game review your highlights before you post them. I saw too many instances the last couple of days where kids posted plays, but, you know, it's two plays you loafing, you know, or one of your homeboy post a highlight, and on his highlight, you standing around. Like, you know, before you just run and put your one play or your two plays together, let somebody review it before they put it out there, because once it's out there, it's out there. And that's how you're going to be reviewed and received. And when they come see you, or you be like, Coach, what you think about that play? Oh, man, great catch. But, man, you didn't do nothing in that. Man, you didn't block. I looked at your homeboy film, and he would have broke another 20 yards. You the receiver. If you had a block downfield, you'd be like, okay, I saw that play. What were you trying to show me on that? What was the purpose of that play?
Right. Be cognizant of what you're putting on there. And, yeah, we always say the first three going to set the film.
Right.
You got to be. If your first play is a block,
yeah, they moving on.
That's that telling me right there, man.
Yeah, they moving on.
That's one of your top 3 plays is a block.
Oh, so that's what okay. So yeah, we
unless you a lineman,
right.
I don't want to see blocks.
Right.
If you a skill position,
now if that first play is that block and you just blow up like 3 people,
right. That's different.
That's different.
But you standing in the way,
right.
Don't do that for me.
And Mark brought up a good point too, man. The music that y'all selected for these highlight tapes. Hey, get the instrumental.
Young Geechee ain't gonna be good for your album.
We don't need what's his name? Bodak Yellow.
Yeah.
Or who? Listen, stop.
Get the instrumental.
Get the instrumental. Then you don't have to worry about that. Cole Andrews said shouldn't have music. Play should be diversified.
Y'all get to thinking. And another thing,
when it gets to the point that your music is more important than what the plays that you got on the
I
don't mind the music, I don't think, but I just think that when it gets so important that your music is right, but then the plays you're looking at trash, then I'm like, dude, this not what we here for today.
I'm sure when you said this, who are you making a video for? Your homeboys or the coaches to
I'm
look
trying
at?
to tell you.
Your homeboys, I don't care about what they do because they can't get you into school.
Especially if he paying every Friday to see you play. If he's sitting in the stands, I mean, honestly, I'm not really.
Dog, that music sucks. Hey, man, I ain't worried about you.
I'm not checking for him.
I might play Frank Sinatra. I find out the coach. Whatever it took, man. It don't matter the music because your play is going to set the tone of the.
Yeah.
If you say I put that 5 song on, but your play 1 5.
Again, hey, 3 to 5 clips. Like I say, B-Mac was in, he told you. I mean, he sent on 23,000 emails.
You got to impress me.
He don't have time to watch a 10-minute highlight tape.
And I ain't gonna lie, because like Maceo say, all of us see film.
Right.
And I cut them off quick.
Yeah.
you got 1 or 2 plays to make me wait.
I get up when they watching at school. I get up and walk out the room. I was like, well, I had enough of that.
Yeah.
You got to impress me, man. If I'm looking at a corner, I want to see some breakups, some interceptions, some great tackles. I want to see young Jeezy on your track. What it do?
Cole Andrews say big plays, explosive plays first. Say the difference. Say if you're a wide receiver and you caught 10 bombs for touchdown, you don't have to put all 10 bombs on there.
No.
They get the point after 3.
At the 3.
He a big play guy.
Yeah, especially all the corner 5, 6, 5, 7.
But I would suggest so if you're a touchdown maker like that, put a bomb. But then let me see you catch a short one, go to the house. Let me see you go over the middle. Take one to the house. Right, I want to see your run after the catch.
And that's what I was going to say. Don't show me, or don't show them, because I'm not really me, but don't show them the same play. You catching on the same play.
From different angles.
And also, who you caught it against make a difference, too. If I got a chance to sack Trevor Lawrence, and I should get Trevor Lawrence, guess what's going to be the first play? I track Trevor Lawrence right here. See this play? Trevor Lawrence on the ground. That's me.
Like them North Carolina kids. Yeah. All Justin Field highlights, baby.
I will show you. My first 3 are Justin Field highlights. Man, we'll be right back.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her.
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge.
Got to get this all straightened out. Keep a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve. It's now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend.
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by GetSchooled and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed their super
anyone being bullied online, you can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
Just think about Herb. Herb, we need you on that players run. Nah, I'm good.
I was before my time. I was a clown, man.
The Crush Rundown brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Cricket has something epic for you. Go and get a free select 4G LTE smartphone plus a $50 bill credit when you switch. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. We're going into this rundown when Maceo is going to run down some topic for us.
Hey, man, our first story, kid we had a chance to cover last year, Grambling senior running back Martez Carter. Little short fella, number 4. He won the SWAC Offensive Player of the Week award for his performance against Northwestern State. He had 206 total yards. Grambling totaled 435 yards of total offense, and he knocked in 3 touchdowns.
Not bad stuff.
You know, another kid who, with the success of Tariq Cohen, may open some eyes on some NFL scouts. You know, short kid, fast. We'll see.
And I promise you, all you running backs, he's out working y'all.
Yes.
Are you working out? Think about this.
Yes.
Tariq gonna open a lot of eyes. Now the team's gonna be like, why am I spending for these guys who ain't working?
Right.
This kid's out working y'all. Are you working at that level?
Right. Are you working?
Yeah.
Topic that we need to discuss a little bit. So college coaches are now worried that with the NFL handling marijuana a little different, they saying it's the reason it's trickling down to the college game because so many of the guys who are in the league, when they come back around, they're influencing their former teammates and talking about, hey, you know, the use of marijuana and how it helps their game. What do you think about that, Glaze, when you hear that? Coaches are worried about that now.
And they should be. And I mean, it's not they now. It's been happening.
Right.
It's something that's always been happening.
Let's be honest.
Marijuana, as they say, is going to be around. And now, when the league loosens up, when some guys come back to campus.
Right.
Dog.
And let's think about this. If the NFL passes the rule that says that instead of taking that pain prescribed medicine, let's let the guys smoke a joint. Let's take the medical, the medicinal, or whatever they're going to be doing.
And it's a trickle effect. Unfortunately, it's going to trickle further than college too.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's going all the way down to the levels that we're talking about.
Right.
It's something that's gonna. You might well get worried. You might well try to talk to your team about it, but it's coming.
Right. When you hear this, Wendy, what you think about this when you hear it?
Man, let me tell y'all. If this isn't my life story, this marijuana,
it's tough.
It has trickled down.
Oh yeah.
It's already there.
It has trickled down already, and it has surpassed the college too. It has already trickled down. You know, and this is the story I preach. You ain't made it nowhere yet. You still in high school, baby.
Right.
What I can tell you is what you doing ain't gonna get you there. And I try to explain them how much effort and working out they have to do to counteract doing that type of activity.
Yeah, killing brain cells early.
So I started trying to explain that to them, and when I think some realize and understand, and then there are others that are still like, oh, okay.
Okay. And the thing we got to understand, it's still illegal right now.
It's still illegal.
It's still illegal.
And with random tests. Like,
Right.
dude, like,
Right.
and there is no time, let me stop by. It's like, hey, come on. Like, Winter said at day school now, at Woodward, they just call your name over the intercom. They be like, please come to the front office. They just march you on over there. There is no time. And they pull hair. So you can't even get around it over there now.
Wow.
So, like I said, so it is trickling down because now you can see that schools are having to go. This is the first year they've done hair at Woodward. So you can tell that it's trickling down and people are trying to prevent it from happening because they're moving away from the usual test.
Well, understand it's still illegal, everybody. So,
and again, it's still illegal. So what they're doing is their right to do as a school or any school.
Don't cost yourself. Don't take yourself out the game before you get in the game.
Before you can get in the game. So that's my thing. Don't count yourself out before you in.
Hey man, next story.
Hold on, man.
Oh, my bad.
Your thoughts.
My thoughts. I mean, it's just awful.
Don't let you
because I mean
do the topic. You gotta
we're right because my thing is again, you know my motto. Don't do anything that's gonna get the game taken away from you.
Exactly.
If it's illegal, I'm not smoking.
Right.
Because if I flunk a drug test, that means I'm gonna miss games. I could miss a season.
Right.
Who want to miss a season? Who want to watch?
That's a big thing.
For something that hey, I shouldn't be doing anyway. Yeah. But again, now if you want to gamble and smoke weed and say, hey, I probably won't get caught. Go ahead, because those are the guys usually who always get caught.
Always get caught.
Oh, man, they ain't going to test me. Your name, the first name that come up on the random.
It always is.
I can remember
my junior. How the cards fall, baby.
I remember my junior year coming from practice, from a tour day. You 5 guys need to come with us. We were like, where we going? And one particular guy, he already knew he was going to get popped, so he didn't even go take the test.
Wow.
So he was just like, man, go on. How many games I'm going to get? Yeah, let me go on and get them.
Let me help y'all out.
I'm not even gonna go embarrass myself.
Say that, kid.
Right.
I'm good.
And and when they come, they standing up, they stand in there with you.
Yeah.
Why? I was like, bro, you gonna? Bro, he was like, no, use the bathroom.
Yeah, you can blame. Yeah.
Yeah. Now they probably got better ways they test now, but
then they going to the hair DNA.
Well, the hair easy. The hair is easier now. Just like so you can't go take no golden seal and all that stuff. So I heard.
Right.
So next story, Glaze.
It used to be some fruit punch stuff too.
Hey, we asked y'all indicting yourself, right? Keep it going.
So they told me.
Boy, God,
according to sources
at the health food store.
Right. GNC. Back out. Next story. Texas A&M. You want to improve your offense, I hear. I got the answer for you. Your most explosive player is Christian Kirk. Get him the football.
It might help. Might help a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Look,
Okay.
I mean, if you Coach Sumner, you said this summer, y'all gonna find everywhere in the world to get this kid the ball.
You ain't did it yet.
Through 2 games, he only has 9 catches for about 150, 160 yards. That's not gonna get it.
I'm screening. I'm running him on reverses. I'm doing everything I can. I mean, Sumlin in trouble. I mean, he lost that big lead.
Sumlin is in trouble. Now that racial note that was sent to school may save him.
May save him.
May. He got to get some wins in here somewhere, though.
But you got to win.
Got to get some wins in here somewhere.
And usually you win with the talent.
Gotta get some wins in there somewhere.
Talent needs to be helpful.
Yeah.
But you're right, Max. Kirk needs to get the ball.
Christian Kirk needs the ball. I hadn't seen him carry the little drum major stick yet.
No.
I've seen everybody else carry that stick but him.
We're going to have to stop that old. That's the gold chain on Miami. The trash
I finally saw the gold chain.
You saw it?
I saw the gold chain. That is awful.
It is awful.
That
the
is
trash
awful.
can in Tennessee is awful.
That is awful. Georgia they put the spikes. They got spikes.
What just happened to just slap him on the head when you make a good play?
Hey, man. Hey, it's this. Everybody doing it for the gram.
Doing it for the gram.
Everybody doing it for the gram.
Man, we're about to take us a quick break.
Quick station identification break at that.
30 more seconds, she say.
Oh, so
which one has been the worst for you?
The trash can, without a doubt. Tennessee in that trash can.
Come on, like, what is that trash? Like, dog.
So I'm walking along the sideline. I see this decorated trash can, and I'm thinking that, okay, maybe they had some footballs or some special equipment in there. Because they got a jug machine on the sideline. They got
hold over head.
Okay, they got a trash can on the sideline. And they hold it up as they go.
They hold it up and come and dunk it in.
Now, I do like the championship belt that a couple schools use.
I like that.
I like Alabama. They get the championship belt on the sideline.
Tennessee, the best y'all come up with a trash can.
That trash can, and they dunking it. They should have just got a hoop and let them shoot it in.
We'll be right back.
Hi,
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And lead the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Sensation Station Network.
We're going to this Crush second hour brought to you by the Cobb Football League. The Cobb Football League provides a high school feeder youth football and chip program for kids in K through 5th grade in Cobb County, Paulding County, Marietta City, and Roswell City schools. Go to cobbfootball.com for more information. We're going into this second hour of the show, the Crush being brought to you by on the Sensation Station Network and WBOZ Sports. We're in the Crush Rundown being brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Macia, what you got for us, man?
Man, one of the good guys that I like out here in this college coaching thing, Derek Mason.
Mason.
So he's been recruiting. Everybody, we understand the challenges at Vanderbilt.
It's a tough school.
Very academic school.
Very, very academic school.
But he's been focusing on recruiting on that defensive side of the ball, and through 2 games, they're looking pretty good.
Right.
Vanderbilt going to break out some different helmets this weekend.
They got a budget?
Right.
Wow.
They usually keep all their budget for academics.
They breaking out a different helmet.
Hey.
Well, what you think about that win at Vanderbilt?
Man, I love it. You know, they trying to put their program on the map. I mean, again, we've talked about this.
Make
you
it
know,
trend.
people who want to go to Vanderbilt, it's not just about NCAA minimum.
Right.
You're looking at more than that minimum. So they saying, you know, we can give them a little extra if they decide. You know, I think that's recruiting for them.
Yeah.
And when it's all said and done, that goes right under their recruiting file. Hey, this is another little thing. Hey, we got some extra stuff. We trying to make the program come up.
Swagged up.
Yeah, I would like for Vanderbilt to show that they, Stanford do it on the West Coast. They
Yes.
got very hard. I would like to see Vanderbilt put a good program together.
Yeah.
And just show we can get academics and play.
We can get both.
And then have a good because there's no reason why they can't be in the SEC. If they put a good program together.
Well, they've tripped Georgia up a couple times.
That's what I'm saying.
They get a win or two.
You got to have, and that's why hopefully Mason is bringing his type of style. You know, we can't get the speedy
we're not gonna
receivers.
we're not gonna get that guy.
Yeah, but we're gonna get enough to where the kid that come here gonna be 3-point something, very high.
Right. Well, that's who's going.
You know, 18, 19s on ACT, 25, 26.
High caliber kids.
But we can still build a program and win with academics as
Right.
well. So
Right.
Derek. I hope they keep it up. And that'll start making a smarter kid like Vanderbilt change the uniform a little bit.
Vanderbilt swagging out the helmet this week.
Do we know what type?
Huh?
Do we know what they look like?
Oh yeah, I posted it.
Oh, yeah, I gotta check
Yeah. Man, got the big anchor on the back. It's sweet.
Okay.
Oh, it's sweet. They definitely did something different.
It took a brother walk up in there,
Hey man,
let's switch it up a little bit.
And we're gonna do a little something different.
I gotta get some kids here.
Let's switch it up a little bit.
Help me out.
What's the plan?
Hey man, this story right here, cause I was high on this kid in the summertime. I wrote a letter to Auburn, dear Auburn.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Jared Stidham is more of a pocket passer. This is not his offense. And I think they found this out on Saturday versus Clemson.
They did.
He got sacked 11 times.
Well, man, he gets sacked 11 times. He hurting today.
Oh, he mad.
He hurting.
He big mad.
He crying. He cried when he got on the bus.
He was big mad.
Yeah, I mean, so
I set me up.
I thought about the process. We were talking about the recruiting process. Did Stidham really do a good job in picking Auburn? Because he knew what the offense was.
Hey man, we talked about it a little bit.
We talked about it a little bit, right?
Good. This offense, Malik might be playing.
and that's what I don't want to happen.
Malik, here you come, because his offense it fits him though, Mace.
The offense does fit Malik.
It's a Malik offense.
It is.
It is
because Stidham at the end of the day, even when so what I went and did, I went back and I looked at a couple of Baylor games when Stidham was there, and even though they ran spread, but it really was more run and shoot. Mm-hmm. Just 4 or 5 wide, and he just catch and throw.
Yeah.
With this offense here, they're asking him to zone read, and they're asking him to No.
It's 3 reads. He's read and run or pass.
No. So
that ain't his game.
You know, Stidham. Did you really do it?
He didn't do his homework. You know what would have been a great offense for Stidham? Florida.
It would have.
Florida would have been great for him.
Wow.
He would have started. And probably changed that program. But now he gonna sit there and watch Mazon get fired next year.
Wow.
About time those get bad and bougie, man. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Our freedom and security are made possible through the service and sacrifice of our military and first responders. The Gary Sinise Foundation provides many outreach programs supporting these brave men and women. Join us. Donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on that vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
Young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
So we don't want no problem with Young Metro. We got to let it ride in. Hey, man, it's that time. Okay, now, this might be the best Wendy's wisdom because she had 3 days off.
And she never lost power.
Hey, remember my story. I'm trying to stick to it.
Oh, my bad.
She did lose power.
My bad, yeah. She's still in the dog.
Not the TV show. She lost it.
They say this is a big rich town.
It's a little wisdom time. Wendy, what you got for us today?
Man, you know what I want to talk about today? Because it is time for those coaches to start showing back and just talking about the kids about which division is really the right division for you. Are you a D1?
He getting fined.
Are you a D2?
Can't mess with Wendy's wisdom.
Or are you a D3 type of player? And I think it's time for people to realize what type of player they are, and I think that'll help them go further in their recruitment process. And because the requirements are different for each one. Now remember, I'm just going to say this really quick about D3, and then I'm going to move on to D1 and D2, but D3 does not offer athletic scholarships. However, I will say that they offer a more well-rounded college life. That's what you're looking for when you're going to those schools. They still have sports. They still get a good education. They still can graduate, have a degree and go on and do great things. And again, if you're looking to go to the league, because that's what a lot of people, their ultimate goal is, don't think that you can't. They're going to find you wherever you are. And the question is, can you go wherever you go, and can you make a name for yourself there on that particular team? What I will say is not as intense as a D1 and D2 school, academics and stuff. Not saying it's not difficult. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as intense, that schedule, that grueling schedule that you're looking at a D1 school, because those schools are up under lights, and so they're looking for a certain level of player, certain academics, which we're going to talk about in a minute with APR. Mm-hmm. And so with those, I'm just saying, it's intense at those schools. At the other schools, D3 is a lot more laid back. So that's why I said they're looking for a more well-rounded college student.
Right.
And let me tell you, it's fine to go to a D3 school, people, because the ultimate goal here is to get an education. Okay? D3 does not have athletic scholarships, but they have plenty of money. And we've talked about that before. They have over $500 million in scholarship money to give out. It doesn't have to be athletic, but you can still qualify to get it. Now, let's talk about D2. All right, so talking about D2, you're looking at a more balanced approach. So D3, very well rounded. D2, you're looking at more balance. They want you to have a balance of both. We want good athletics, but we want great academics. We want good academics too.
Yes, sir.
Again, still a great high level of competition at D2 schools. So there's nothing wrong with going to a D2 school. And then it's perfect for people who might prefer smaller campuses, a little bit smaller. You may want to go with a little bit smaller class sizes, because I know some of the classes that I sat in, and I've heard people sit in at Georgia, you may walk in, it's a lecture, it's 200-300 kids in there. If that's not good for you in learning, those schools are not good for you. You may want to look at a D2 school where you can still go on. And we've talked to plenty of people on this show right here that have gone on and made it to the big league out of a D2 school. So don't tell me that it cannot happen. And what people like to say is, this is what someone said, I'd rather be a big fish in a smaller pond.
There it is.
So there you are. That's how you can look at D2. Now with D1, you're looking at your sport, your life. Okay, so this is it. You out there to play a sport, but get an education while you're doing it.
Right.
Okay, so the focus is really on your sport.
Yeah.
They're not going to let your academics go, but your focus is on your sport. Everything is centered around your sport, especially if you're on that athletic scholarship. And I'm saying you're competing at the highest level here, so you got to be on 24/7. And so just think about that, and think about the type of person you are, the type of athlete you're raising, parents, what you want for your kids, what your kids want for themselves. And don't let this always be all about you and what you were able to do, what you were not able to do. Let your kids make some of these decisions and make it a discussion and help them understand the reason why a 1, 2, or 3 may be better for them.
It should be their decision at the end, because, again, they the ones that got to go to class, go to practice. It should be their decision.
Right. It can be very exhausting being a D1 athlete. That's all I want to say. People have to understand that those people grind.
It breaks a lot of people. We've seen
Some people get in and decide they can't cut it.
And they transfer down.
Right.
Yeah. And we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Viola Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids. But we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This is Lasia Clarendon, point guard for the Atlanta Dream, and you're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
We have ignition.
We're back, man. Before we go, man, I just want to That was a good one, Wendy. See, Wendy told you she could 3 days.
It's just important right now as those schools start to come into school that you're realizing, like, being realistic.
Gotta be realistic about this whole process. That's the biggest part of the recruiting process. Being realistic with yourself. You know, that cuts down on the headaches and the heartache.
And you know what? I think it is hard. You know, you go from 4 years, three, maybe 4 years of starting in high school, and you realize that when I move on, I would say we probably say 7, 8, maybe 9 times out of 10, you might not start.
That's the big thing, because you gotta bring it in yourself, man, because you might not be playing.
Yeah, you be humble.
That's gonna be 3 or 4 kids that all got recruited, that was high recruits, they all on scholarship, that want that one position that you want.
Yes.
And again, it's the realistic part of you understanding that high school is one thing.
Yeah.
College is you have to start out. It's just like when you walked into your high school, you was a scrub, and you had to earn your spot. When you go into college, it's the same thing.
As great as Nigel is, he didn't start off the bat.
No,
he had to go earn him a spot. Now he learned this because I remember the first game he got flags and roughing and interfered.
He got put out of the game.
He got put out the game, but he had to learn, and that's why if you go to D2, it's nothing wrong because you know when I'm going there, I got 4 years. It's automatic 4 years. There ain't too many guys I seen. We ain't seen nobody leaving 3 years to go to D2.
Oh no.
You putting in 4, so that's what Winnie was talking about balance.
Right.
Now you get a chance to go do your education. You get a little less pressure. You still gonna be on TV today. Everybody seem to be playing.
Everybody's on
Listen,
TV.
ESPN3,
Yeah, you gonna get looks.
Fox this, they streaming. So I mean,
and me and Maceo played in the '90s. In the early '90s, we used to always see scouts on our field.
Yeah.
Come watching certain players, but where you from, Kansas City? Where you from?
Yeah.
Cause they come in and find talent.
They gotta find the talent. So
quit trying to say I love that was good. What Maceo said. If you talking about what's your 5 school. Are they looking at you? I haven't got a letter from them yet. Well, them ain't your 5 schools.
No, scratch them off your list.
Who really reaching out? Okay, them your 5 schools.
Start with those schools. And again, I'm going to continue to say, if it's your dream to play at that school,
right?
By all means, sit down with your mom and dad. Yeah. If y'all can take out the necessary loans and all of that stuff, go. And you may become a great success story.
Yeah.
But understand how much longer your road is going to be versus somebody actually giving you a scholarship. So that somebody give you a scholarship, that means that they think enough of you to bring you into their program. They see something in you versus you walk on and you're going to be on the scout team for 2 years.
It's the difference between the school's investment and your mom's investment.
Baby.
Mom's going to be like, I want some return.
Or them loans that I'm still paying on. That's
loans are very expensive, guys. They have percentage rates.
I can remember our freshman year, and we got there, and you know, we were there a week and a half, and it was kind of apparent that okay, Corey gonna get some time, Maceo gonna get some time, but it's like the upper class. They were kind of like I can remember our freshman year. Being out there at Fulton County State, Rondell runs in the huddle, and he like, all these rooks in the huddle. I mean, it was different.
Yeah.
But we didn't, like I said, we didn't know nothing. I mean, we knew to play, we knew enough to get on the field. But the thing with me, you were a freshman, like you was a senior, and now you learning all over again. It's a totally different game.
Real quick before we go to the next topic, the first time I realized I was in college, I went to the gym and I lifted. I was a strong guy from high school. I thought I was strong until I saw Brick. That was his nickname, Brick.
Oh, who threw up 315 to warm? He warmed up with 315.
I was like, oh, God. Wrong area. It's a difference. There are grown men that play. Some kid might be 28 playing college football.
I got knocked out of my first college game. Now, on my first catch, I get knocked out the game.
Yeah.
Pretty cat got a one hand, make 3 people miss, gain about 20 yards. I'm out the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Separated shoulder.
Trying to block a grown man. First time I brought the guy from Miami, 6'3", 6'4", 250. He coming full speed, I'm coming full speed. I didn't win. I lost. It's grown men, Maceo.
And when I realized, finally, I got to get in the weight room down in Savannah State. Me and the guy go up for a jump ball. He take the ball away from me in the end zone and then throw it in between you rook, and they walk off the field. I was like, listen, that will never happen to me again. I'm going to the weight, but listen, you know, now I end up being one of the stronger people on the team. I would eat 225, but we had to go through that.
Yeah, my shoulder started hurting. Well, I started lifting, my shoulder was hurting. When my shoulder was hurting too bad.
Wow.
And we didn't have the greatest of equipment.
No, sir. 2 benches, baby. 2 benches, baby.
We taping arms and stuff.
You better get in there quick.
We'll be right back.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Gene's Body Tech.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And lead the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place finish first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior task and drill.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
This is Tracy Hutchins with CBS 46 News. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Hey, we're back, man. Grown men play on every level.
Man. It gets better every level.
And D3, y'all don't want none of them problems either, so quit worry about that. What we got next, Max?
Hey, man, our next topic, man, and this comes straight from the mailbag again. A kid wanted to know, he was like, Coach, it's my senior season. Can I still get recruited? My answer to him was yes.
Yeah.
You can. But you got to have everything in place.
Like, your stuff need to be, like, lined up in a folder, ready to go, like, perfect, like, to do that. And, I mean, and again, remember I told you I had a senior, one I know went to Tuskegee this past year. Mm-hmm. He's at Tuskegee now. He was after signing day.
Right.
So, because you got to think.
What did he do? What would you say he did to get to Tuskegee? Do you remember his process?
You know what? He was another one that was eligible for early graduation. I like to keep the smart. I like the smart kids around.
But he definitely had his grade. He had everything.
He definitely had. Yeah, he was AP and he was move on when ready. So he was already taking college courses too.
Okay.
So he was on point. Right. But as far as athletics was concerned, he was a good athlete. Kind of like probably lightweight, lighter in weight, but still, I mean, I think he may have maybe a couple inches short, but he had the potential. Right. Great athlete and ran track too. That was another thing he had going in his favor. And of course, some of those schools come late, and that's why I'm saying have your stuff in order. Because what happens is on signing day, when people don't sign, they still got to fill them positions.
They got to fill them, and that's what I was trying to get this kid to understand.
So
that
they have until like April sometime to still sign people.
Right, they got really to June. They can find some money, because that's what I was trying to get them to understand. So especially now we're gonna have these 2 signing periods. So the ballers gonna sign in December.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so then we got February, the regular signing day.
Right.
Then